This is Criminal Undersides, a true crime podcast showing the cases that were left unsolved many years ago. This podcast was sponsored by Blue Apron. Blue Apron for all your food needs. Get Blue Apron now for $19.99 a month with a free discount, Criminal Undersides. Use that code for 20% off. I've spent months researching about this case. This case has intrigued me. I don't know why though. It's a case of 5 missing children all the way in Hurricane, Utah in 1985. I don't know what intrigued me about this case, but I spent months researching about it. I even went to Hurricane, Utah to figure out what really happened and if I could find anything that the police didn't. And this is going to be a longer episode compared to my usual ones. This case was never solved by any of the local police. Maybe that's why I feel so attracted to the case. Thank you all current listeners for listening to this podcast, and I hope that you all enjoy this episode of Criminal Undersides. I want you to think of a place, a time which you remember fondly, a time where everything was happy. You love this place, this time, and would do anything to get back to it. Now, imagine this place is Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a local restaurant in Hurricane, Utah, all the way back in 1985. It's a Chuck E. Cheese ripoff made years after Chuck E. Cheese was popular. This place would be rivaling the other mascot pizzeria with crowds and customers ranging towards the thousands. It has 3 main mascot performers, a chicken, a bunny, and a bear. It's lively, full of noise and kids yelling. For Tracy Miller, this is just another average day, bringing her son to this party at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Slightly different though, with the birthday party of Gabriel Minopol. Something had happened to Gabriel's family earlier that month. His sister, Sadie Minopol, vanished into thin air on June 4th, 1985. Earlier that same week, it was said that Sadie was almost taken by a mysterious individual in a car late at night at the Pioneer Park in Hurricane, Utah. Sadie was saved by her friends that alerted that they were there at the park to the mysterious individual, making him scram. Sadly, they would not be able to save her later that week. Sadie went missing on June 4th, 1985, walking home after school from the local middle school in Hurricane, Utah. Although not much is known about her disappearance, and it was never solved. There wasn't much evidence to bring a constructive theory as to what happened. The case stumped the local Hurricane police force, and it was rumored by the locals that there was a serial killer on the loose in their quiet town. How would this bring back to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that day on June 26, 1985? The party of Gabriel Minopol turning 8. The party would go on with kids having fun. I would be envious too, as it was a really fun party. Kids going on the arcade machines and watching the animatronic performers perform on the main stage. Around 8 p.m., the party was beginning to wind down. Mascot performers were seen that day, entertaining the kids. A yellow one leading 3 children into a back room. No one would have noticed this except the CCTV cameras that were luckily on that day. Gabriel Minopol, Fritz Harvey, and Susie Brooks. The parents of those children began to call their children back, but to no avail. 4 children had gone missing at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza into thin air. But I want to bring attention to the fact that I only said 3 of the children's names: Gabriel, Fritz, and Susie. I wasn't wrong in saying that 4 children had gone missing that day, but there was one left unaccounted for: Jeremy Miller, the son of Tracy Miller, who had brought her son to the party on behalf of Sadie, who was a friend of his. Jeremy was not seen on the CCTV cameras being led to the back room with the other children. He was older, more mature than the rest of them. He was 13, an outlier compared to the average age of the other children, who were around the ages of 7 to 9. Jeremy Miller was seen hanging out with his friends, all aged around the same age as him, as seen on CCTV cameras around the restaurant. They went out of the CCTV camera's view, and one by one, each of them left, leaving only 2 of the group behind. Sarah Sanders was seen with Jeremy that day. She was the one left alone with Jeremy when he went missing. The CCTV cameras didn't show the backroom entrance, but it was seen that a yellow rabbit mascot was seen leading the 3 missing children towards that area. Jeremy and Sarah were left alone in that area, with the CCTV cameras glitching and ending the recording before we could see Sarah leave the area. Sarah Sanders did not go missing that day, and her story from that day was vital for the police to know what happened to Jeremy Miller. Next on Criminal Undersides. Just give me answers! I need answers! I got a call from a mysterious person in Hurricane, Utah. What could they want? Somebody get me help now! So, you're the son of the former killer? Jeremy Miller is actually inside of the puppet? Oh, here's a lady on the side of the road. Excuse me, were you there 20 years ago? At Freddy Fazbear's Pizza? They all think I'm crazy! They think that the kid I saw disappeared from my eyes never existed. As if he just disappeared one day. I saw him. So, what was the child's name? Timothy! That was... Next on Criminal Undersides.